Sorry about that, babe.
Okay guys, I wanted to make a quick video about this because there's no possible way I'm going to be able to show all this crap on the pickups videos this month. So I already went through all this and now I'm in the long, arduous process of completely organizing everything and cleaning, you know, the stuff that's going to go into my collection, which is mostly in this pile, the Atari stuff included. Some of the stuff back there, and then all of these complete in box NES games, and a few. Don't look at the Baldur's Gate stuff, but the stuff next to it. Oh, can I zoom out? There we go. And there's my sneak peek of my actual pickups video that I'm going to do. It's very small this month, clearly, because I purchased all this crap. It wasn't cheap, I'll say that, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to add like a lot of stuff to my collection, and I'm totally going to break even. I'm going to probably end up making a profit as well. It's mostly NES. Obviously there's some Sega stuff and a bit of N64 complete in box stuff. It's kind of weird though, the N64 complete in box stuff. It's all in great shape and there's some decent games in there, but there's like no real first-party Nintendo stuff outside of the Pilot Wings game and Castlevania. Nothing with like Mario, nothing with Zelda. So I thought that was kind of weird, because I ended up getting like 20-something N64 games out of this lot. A couple of interesting Atari 2600 games. King Kong is actually like a $30 game. So I'm definitely going to be able to add some stuff to the collection there. Just to give you guys like kind of an overview. This box, this box, this box, this box. Those boxes are more common-ish games, I guess you could say. They'll be for sale, probably in bulk lots, as well as that box right there. As I mentioned, that's the stuff that's most likely going to go into my collection. I gotta sift through the Sega games a little bit more though. I do have some of the doubles, but I didn't feel like going through that last night, and I don't have as good of a photogenic memory in my Sega collection, even though it is there. So I kind of just lumped it together. Weird stuff in there too, by the way. So you'll see like NBA Jam, World Series Baseball, what is that, some kind of NFL game. It's just like tons of sports, right? As you would expect with Genesis. But then out of nowhere, it's like Revenge of the Shinobi, Wings of War, Granada, like expensive $100+ games. It's like so just weird, man. This tub is filled with games that I deem easy flips. So it's pretty much like Mario's out the wazoo, and then probably a slew. I mean, it's full to the brim, as you can see. I'd say like a good third of it is like Mario games and Tetris, like, you know, things that'll just sell quick you can pair with consoles. But then you got stuff, you know, like, let me think what's in there. Like Wild Gunman, Batman, Return of the Joker, Battletoads and Double Dragon. Like, there's some pretty heavy hitters in there that I already have, so I'm going to sell them, obviously, to get some of my money back. And then another weird part of the find, I did get some SNES games. They're actually over on the shelf right there. I need to clean them. Nothing crazy. Kendo Rage might be like the only one out of that I might have even purchased outside of something like this. Again, you know, I bought it mostly for the general bulk, and I didn't see everything. Some of the stuff was sight unseen. Like, I had no idea that there was all these complete in box games. And for the most part, they're in good shape. Unfortunately, it was out in a shed. Elements, moisture. Some of them have moisture damage. The outer row, there was like 6 or 7 games in the box. The outer row, they were stuck together. One of the games, the Mutant Virus, complete in box, was like minty as hell, but it was stuck to one of the games. I think it was stuck to Tecmo Basketball, which I put in here for some reason. And the back cover ripped. And same goes like for Robin Hood. What was stuck to Robin Hood? I don't know, but some of the games were stuck to each other, but the ones that weren't on that outside row, thankfully, such as like, I don't know if you can kind of see it, I guess I'll get a little close. Of course, I didn't flip them around. And I'm definitely not going to do that right now, but yeah, you can see one there. I used to have that complete in box, actually, and I sold it years ago. I have the cartridge, but I sold the complete in box copy, and now I'll obviously sell that. Castlevania 3 is in there. Super Mario Brothers 3, which is a double, so I could sell that, thankfully. What else? What else? 2 of the Zeldas. Just, like, a lot of, like, it's just minty as hell, man. Like, I'm just, like, so happy. I had no idea they were in there. But yeah, this pile, mostly stuff for the collection. Tons of, like, common, slightly uncommon NES games that I didn't have, including some really good ones, like the Lone Ranger, Bucky O'Hare, which is like $150+ game now that I've been eyeing up for a while, and I just didn't want to pull the trigger. Thankfully, I didn't. And then I got a slew of boxes that I have most of the stuff for. They're a little smushed, but once you actually like fill them in, like Nightmare on Elm Street, I got Friday the 13th over here somewhere in the pile complete. Just tons of shit, man. I got 2 Metroid boxes. This one's in better shape. It's a little smushed, but again, once you put the game in and clean it up a little bit, it'll be fine. I have another silver Metroid box that's definitely a little bit more beat up. There's some mouse poop in there. That's wonderful. Obviously, I gotta clean this stuff up pretty good. I didn't even really look through all these, man. This is kind of like my first time. Looks like there's a Conquest of the Crystal Palace box, which is pretty cool. Interesting. Yeah, man, I really didn't look through this shit. I just kind of sorted. Oh, nice, little Nemo. Like I said, they're kind of smushed, but once you pop them back together and put the stuff in and put them in like a, you know, container, they'll be fine. Oh yeah, I have 2 copies now of Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf complete in box. That's the true fucking crown jewel, right? What else? I guess I can kind of go through here a little bit more. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this before I forget. These Super Pad 64 and 64 controllers, they're like licensed by Nintendo. I didn't know that. I thought they were just junky third party. I have, how many over there? 9 of them. They look to be complete and unused, which is pretty cool. So I'll keep a few of those, and hopefully I could sell a few to help recoup the funds. But yeah, man, this box right here is filled with games that are easy flips. Easy flips. And that'll be the moneymaker. And then over time, like this tub and all these boxes, I'll have to just go through and piece together, see if I could sell maybe locally. Salt Talk Jimmy, if you're listening. I mean, shit, you guys could buy stuff out of this one too. I'm just saying it's gonna be a little bit pricier overall. And then this box, a bunch of like NES controllers, some SNES systems, some wires, zappers. One of the SNES systems says 4 parts. But I mean, you could even sell 4 parts for, I'm sure, 15, 20, 25 bucks. Some of them don't say 4 parts, so hopefully with a little bit of cleaning they work. And then there's some pretty rough Nintendos in there. I threw one out, actually. It was missing the door cover, and somebody tried to paint it. Very odd. But they did a terrible job, so I figured, fuck it, I'm not going to salvage anything out of that. But yeah, these are pretty much all Atari 2600 and television stuff. I got some 5200 and loose Genesis games in that one. Some Intellivision and Atari complete in box. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. Oh yeah, I got a complete in box power pad thing. But I already have one of those, so I'm probably going to sell it, I guess. Unless I want to keep 2 for some reason. Some random crap too, like the Donkey Kong Country 2 strategy guide. Unfortunately, it's actually intact, but it was really ravaged by moisture. Like, it's pretty bad. Crunchy ass pages. And I already have like a good one over there, so I'll probably sell it. Even got some mystery boards, which I kept in the keep pile. I think 1 or 2 of them is Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, but you never know. It'd be funny to clean one of them up, and next thing you know, it's little Samson or something, right? So far, so good. Just a lot of work ahead of me. And obviously this video is going to be 12-15 minutes long probably by when all is said and done, so I just wanted to get a quick overview for you guys, and anything that's good in here I will obviously post over time on my Instagram, so follow me there at Bits and Glory. Probably, like I said, the coolest stuff was these complete in box games that I just didn't even know were there. But lots of cool titles, man. Like, right at the very end, I got one of the like $40, $50 Indiana Jones NES games that I didn't have. Tons of manuals. Look at this. This is a pile, right? Just for reference, am I zoomed out? It's a pile like, I don't know. It's very high. Lots of NES games in there. And yeah, I had like lots of fillers. Well, Bucky O'Hare's not a filler. But like Target Renegade I didn't have, Urban Champion, Platoon, Flying Dragon. Like surprisingly there's actually a lot of games that I didn't have, even though I have a pretty decent sized NES collection. Whoa, no. Hold on guys. Sorry about that. You're getting some fucking Blair Witch Project Cloverfield shit. Oh no, did Bucky just fall? Just giving you an example. Yeah, lots of common games here, but I just didn't have them. And then amongst the mix are some pricier games, you know, from the 40 to the hundreds. But yeah, it's also cool getting my hands on some N64 stuff. I know I bash it all the time, and I sold my old collection, but you know what I mean? It's like, fuck it, man. If I can get Castlevania complete in box, worst shaped box, unfortunately, of the bunch. The rest are all pretty pristine. I will gladly add that shit, you know? But yeah, guys, lots of work ahead, so I'm gonna focus on cleaning and organizing one box at a time, one day at a time. Just wanted to give you the overview. I might have a part 2 later this month or sometime next month. Probably not this month because I don't feel like spending that much money right now. So hopefully he holds it, but he's got like a zillion systems that are just sitting there. Like 40 Nintendos and 25 Sega Genesis. That's obviously stuff that I would try to buy at a pretty good bulk rate and flip. Try to make some money. I'm not in this to make money. That's not my fucking goal. My goal is I want to fund my collection and add stuff to my collection. So I bought all this because I wanted to add stuff and find stuff like Bucky O'Hare. And then over time, you know, start with the more expensive, easier to sell stuff. Then work my way towards lots and more common stuff, and you know, eventually make all my money back. As long as I put the work in, I think I'll be able to make all my money back in probably less than 2 months. And then I think at the end of the day, I'll have so much shit added to the collection, and I think honestly I'll be in the plus, couple hundred plus at the end of the day. So can't beat that. Anyways, guys, yeah. I think I'll probably end up posting this video as a just like a separate one, and then I'll do a traditional pickups, and I'll link this in the description of that video when the time comes. But lots of work to be done, fellas, ladies and gents. Ooh, I don't know if that, I just had a battery warning on my iPhone, so hopefully that worked. But anyway, alright guys, take it easy.